Om Shanti. I thought before we start we could do some meditation. So we just to set the scene and set the stage. So in meditation, you first settle your body in a comfortable position. You can hear the sounds of the world outside. But you're shifting away from the external, the people of this world, or the troubles of the outside world. Shifting inside to your inner self. And as you connect to your inner self, the sounds, the sights of the world outside become background, and you focus your energies, your mind's energy, on a very peaceful being of light behind the eyes, at the center of the forehead. And that light, that is a source point of light, is emanating peace in the form of white light throughout your physical body. Nothing from the outside is coming in, because your awareness is shifted to within, the peaceful source point at the center of the forehead. The I am, the Om, is not of the body, it is of the peaceful self that works within the body. The body is a facility to be used. You are the user of the body, separate to the body within the body. One is the material world, the facilities of the outside, and you are the one that is the master, the user of matter. Imperishable, while everything outside is perishable. Immortal, whereas everything outside, including the body, will in time finish and is in and connected to the world of mortality. Feel yourself to be an immortal being of light, the user of the facilities of this world that has made the conscious choice to withdraw their energies away from the world outside. And as you come within, you feel your energies withdraw from the physical body, so that your body itself becomes peaceful, light, and all the muscles of the body become soft and quiet, because you're taking your usage of the body away from the body, yet within the body, at the center of the forehead, as if you are floating behind the eyes, not even touching your form of matter that surrounds you. One is heavy, the body, but you are light. Your mind is light. Your mind is recovering might. It is not the eyes that see or the ears that listen, but you, the little light that listens through the ears, that sees through the eyes. You see with the use of your eternal mind, your eternal friend, and although you are seeing, although you are hearing, you choose to feel the peaceful light of the eternal, immortal, imperishable flame of love that is manifesting, showing itself clearly to you, and only requires your belief in its power. The more that you believe in the power of the soul, the light, energy, and source of power, the more you will believe in yourself, in everything you do, everything you choose to do, and everything you choose to say. Everything is your choice, because you are a powerful, pure, unadulterated, fearless, most divine, most saintly, most beautiful starlight of energy. Your role in the physical world will be successful, because it is a very small part of the greatness that you play. Your role is not important compared to the player, the one that plays the part. Give precedence, give credence, make yourself your criteria for greatness. You are a star of success. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. So I thought we'd talk about the placebo effect because it can actually change your mindset just by understanding how powerful the placebo effect is. Because the placebo effect, for those of you that don't know, is something that makes the impossible possible. Now this won't work in some cases, in the sense of there was a story about a group of boys that told a man that he was too big to go out of the door, and they said it to him enough times, and that's the point really. They said it enough in a repetitive kind of way that you're a buffalo, you're a buffalo, you're a buffalo, you're a buffalo, and eventually he believed he couldn't get out the door. So the placebo effect wouldn't work in the sense of if you believe that you're a buffalo, you'll all of a sudden become the same weight as a buffalo, and if you live as a buffalo, you would eventually become the same weight as a buffalo. It doesn't work in that way, but there has been people that have faith in their counsellors, faith in their hypnotists and hypnotherapists, and they have a certain belief in certain people that they follow, so they have a tendency to believe that everything that they say will be true, which is obviously not always true, because even the most wise and knowledgeable of people make mistakes and say the wrong things, because that's all a part of growing. But the point is about the placebo effect is that if you believe in something, if you believe in the negatives of your consciousness, the anger, the fear, the worry, then that becomes a stronger component in the subconscious mind. So within the subconscious mind there's two departments. One is very positive and one is very negative. The one that's connected to the positive is your true nature. And I want you really to believe in your true nature is love, is peace, is happiness, all the things that makes you feel good. And to not believe in that you're a warrior, that you have fear, that you have jealousy, that you're very emotional because so many people have told you that you are. You know, it doesn't really matter what people have said. You can see that from a very tender age, a child is very much affected by their peers, and they tend to believe and carry it with them. But what they don't realise is that it's not really someone else's thoughts or someone else's words that are stored in the subconscious mind as feelings. It's our own thoughts. So when people say things of a negative nature, when I try to block them and maybe argue with them that I'm not that, and this is why you think this of me, this is why you think that of me, all that the subconscious mind picks up is the I am. It doesn't know what you're fighting about, but it knows that there's a resistance meeting that person, what that person says. So it's a kind of double negative, really. If someone praises you, then you can become dependent on their praising, and you may only feel good when they say good things about you, and eventually you may believe in that, but that's only till the next person and the next person and the next person. And even if the world lines up to say negative things about you, it has to go through this doorway of I am. And when I'm fighting against them, the subconscious mind is picking up what they believe about me. So it connects, just like in a dream state. The subconscious mind takes snippets of all things that have had impressions throughout the day, and maybe something that was seen on television, maybe something that was listened to that had an impact of some description, and it makes up this dream. And it's very often a ridiculous dream that doesn't make any sense. But in the world of the subconscious, when you're asleep, it does. And the subconscious is still working all the time. So while I'm trying to resist something that's not true, and I don't need to resist it, because all I've got to know is what I want to become is what I must believe in. And the subconscious mind will pick up the I am powerful, I am peaceful, I am pure, I am truth, I am love, I am joy. Once you start to understand that it's the resistance that makes the negativity of what people say into the I am, which the subconscious picks up. The subconscious doesn't have an intellect to judge or discriminate or to rationalize. It just soaks that up. So even when people are talking in a very light way, and we joke about our own negatives, and we say, knowing my luck, and although it's just a joke, to some degree, not the same degree as the strength of resistance of where I'm fighting against someone's belief in me and I'm trying to make them understand something different. That's a much stronger resistance than when we joke about ourselves. But even the jokes have actually a meaning to the subconscious mind because they're being programmed accordingly. So what happens is that the negative, because the soul's eternal, the negative changes to positive in the subconscious, or the positive changes to negative. So let's supposing I didn't believe that my true nature is peace, love, happiness, and all the things I enjoy to be. I didn't believe in that because I've read all of the philosophers' books of Nietzsche, and he believed that we were selfish by nature and that you've got to take what you can when you can, and only the strong survive, and live by the sword, die by the sword, and that's the only way to sort out that world that a person lives in who has that belief system that this is how you must live, this is the way to go, it's the best to fight for everything you get. If you don't ask, you won't get. That's all the stuff of negatives, because all that does, it makes people more greedy, and as they become more greedy, they become more unhappy because they're actually going against their true nature of giving, bestowing, being benevolent, and sending out goodness to others. One is based on love, and one is based on fear and anger. That needs to be understood, that fear and anger, there's the same resistance being met, and the subconscious mind knows what's being processed and is programmed by those feelings. So because the soul is eternal, it shifts its negative energies over to the storeroom of positivity, or it's negative over to positive, depending on what the I am is telling them. So even if you were to believe in the Nishte and go with that kind of belief and go against it, with the affirmations, as they become stronger and you feel more much different, the way your faith is being used. Because remember, when you have doubt in yourself because of what someone says, it has to pass through here of I am. Even if I say I am not that and send out resistance, but with that, even though you're having faith in the negativity, there was it's still faith. It's still your power that's a positive, but being used in the negative. So this is why people are very often cured at Lourdes when they go to these places and they have total faith in that they will be healed. The people that believe in hypnosis, because the person speaks with great authority, that they believe in that person, what they said, and so whatever they say happens, but you're actually manifesting it and creating a manifestation in the real life through your virtual reality. So the placebo effect was always giving someone a sugar tablet and then believing in that and actually changing their form, where athletes have changed their form, where they believe that they're on steroids and drugs and this will have this effect. And it does have that effect, but it's only a sugar tablet, because the power of the mind is such that it can make the impossible possible. And now we know this. You don't have to wait for something to happen. You don't have to wait for yourself to become free from anger, to start the process of believing that you're free from it. So when it does come in the form of a feeling, that you're actually taking the power, the strength away from it, and it's just come to clear. So it's just come to say goodbye. It's coming out of the subconscious because your belief system is being reformulated. So when you get this information about negatives being stronger than positives, because of the belief system, it makes us feel not so worthy, and our effort is to feel worthy. Like, why do people have to rely on so much love from other human beings? Is because their worth isn't as high as it could be. And when they feel loved, it's my worth, the I, that works through the my worth, that makes me feel good. Nothing to do with others whatsoever. Just my belief in others make it so. But it's only my belief. Imagine if everyone was praising me, but behind my back they were laughing at me. So if they were laughing at me, it's a very negative thing that they're doing. I'm not getting any power from that, but I believe in it. And if I believe everyone loves me to that extent, my worthiness will increase. But it's nothing to do with what they say. It's the I of my worth that is making the subconscious interact with the conscious in a conscious mind in a different way. So it's a need to know this thing, because you can make the impossible possible the more you believe. And all you've got to do is again and again, no matter what you show, no matter what mistakes that are made, you have to keep the affirmation, the faith in goodness flowing, which makes the placebo effect a very real thing, because in the world of matter they see the placebo as something that's not real. But in actual fact, the placebo effect makes everything real, because you're delivering your faith in how you want to see yourself. If you want to see yourself as an angel, as a powerful being that's unaffected by everything, don't wait to become an angel. Issue the challenge that I am an angel, and think about the qualifications of an angel. They're detached, they're loving, they're peaceful, they're powerful, their mind is clear, their intellect is objective, it's not attached to anything. Once you've got that formula, that diagram in your mind, then the placebo effect starts to work as you have faith in it. So I make mistakes, I'm an angel that's learning to get their wings and be unaffected by everything. The coronavirus, I'm imperishable, that's perishable. The next virus that comes along, and there will be others that come along, because man's fear is promoting it to happen. Whatever people fear, they attract. So what is fear but faith in worry, faith in doubt, faith in guilt? Just practice being an angel and start to get decorated. The beauty of it all is that God always helps those souls that show a bit of courage, that go against and show the willpower, the power of the will, the way they will be. And the way you will be leaves behind what you will not be. So just a few minutes of meditation to finish off, and say have a lovely day, what's left of it for those of you in India, and for me there's still another 8 hours before lights out. So rearrange the belief system so that whatever your thought is, that's what you will become, and that's what you are becoming. Bring the power away from the belief in the negatives into the beliefs of the positive. Whatever you wish to be, it has to be now or never as your thought. The result will come later, but your thought has to be powerful, pure, uncontaminated, and without a shadow of doubt that I am, from this moment onwards, unmoved, undisturbed, unshakable, and I do not know how to worry. I do not know how to have guilt. I do not know how to have fear, because I am choosing a selective memory that selects only the goodness that resides within me. I have no fear of being in the company of people that doubt me, hate me, loathe me, or despise me. because they loathe and despise their anger and pointedness is not about me. It is something that they are storing from their own story. My story is a genius story of wisdom, intelligence, spiritual enlightenment, and being the pure light of love and good wishes to one and all. Om Shanti.